we get in there, let's get together on something. Rita's kind of down. Well, you saw her.
Yeah, I saw her. She really wanted that baby, didn't she?
Well, we both did. So, we got to kind of build her up, okay?
Okay. Now, listen, Allison could use some cheering up, too. Now, that doesn't mean we have to throw pies or wear funny hats. Just have a good time.
Okay, check.
Over.
Out.
Oh, it's about time you came back.
Have you ever tried to find a Japanese delicatessen in this town at this hour of the night, especially when there isn't a Japanese delicatessen in this town?
That's the way I like to see them, slaving over a hot hibachi. Well, looks like we're about ready for the launching pad. Mm-hmm. Watch closely, ladies, and you will learn the secret of sukiyaki. Humble wife, you're not paying attention.
Sorry.
What's that?
Fanucci. Guido said he didn't have any more of that chopped chow, and this looked more like the picture in the book than anything else.
Of course it is. Sukiyaki a la Romagna.
Or a la Harrington.
Oh, I'll tell you what. If this dinner falls on its face, which is a strong possibility might happen, I'll stand for hamburgers at the side of that.
Have you ever been hit in the face with 3 pounds of raw spinach?
No, please.
Humble wife, there's no sand in the recipe unless you forgot to wash the spinach.
Don't you like sand?
What is kidney beans?
Guido didn't have any other kind. Humble wife, could I have the spaghetti while I give this stuff a stir?
I gather that means Guido's was out of rice flour noodles, too, huh?
A brilliant deduction. A flip of this, a flop of that. A skilled twist with honorable wrist.
Norman, your Oriental accent is impeccable.
In a mere moment, most honorable guest will eat a dinner never to be forgotten.
Rodney would go all around the world and order steak in 7 different languages. Don't want to take any chances with them there foreign foods, huh?
Listen, the trouble with this them there foreign food is I know exactly what's in it.
Would you?
Would I what?
Go around the world.
Not him. He hasn't got any sense of adventure.
Yes, I do. But first things first.
Hey, what do you say? Let's eat.
That's the trouble with first things first. Sometimes they turn out to be last things.
Like what?
Like, a real trip out of the harbor.
I'll go. When I can pay my way. Then I'll take out my passport.
Rod's right. I mean, you have to be ready for things. You have to plan them.
Hey.
You can't just let them happen.
Hey, how'd we suddenly get so serious?
Rita?
Well, we tried, huh?
Rita, did I say something wrong?
It's all right.
No, it isn't. I said something to upset you.
It's not your fault. Norman, I thought we were going to have a baby.
A baby?
We're not. It's a big relief. Norman can go to college and everything. It was wrong not to want it.
I didn't know. I'm sorry.
The boys were trying to cheer us up. I guess I really did want a baby.
Yes?
Mrs. Cord is here to pick you up for your dinner date.
Will you please tell Mrs. Core that I'm out?
She doesn't believe you.
Do you know, Miss Jones, that without your glasses you look absolutely beautiful?
You should see me with makeup. Here, the Dows don't like to be kept waiting.
Oh, what's 5 more minutes among friends?
You ruined the lipstick.
I thought you weren't wearing makeup.
And you're wrinkling the suit jacket.
Oops.
No, and they say women are vain.
Well, you wouldn't want me to disgrace you tonight, would you?
Stephen, I think I may have stepped out of line today.
Oh.
I asked your mother point blank where Mr. Peyton's new will leaves you.
Betty?
I just didn't want to be the dutiful daughter-in-law anymore.
What did she say?
Private property, no trespassing, and keep out.
That sounds like my mother. No conflicts, no divided loyalties. Where Mr. Peyton's concerned.
Well, I don't think it's that simple for her anymore. There's been a terrible strain between them for some time. Even before Mr. Wainwright came.
Oh, they've always had their domestic arguments.
This isn't something domestic. This is more important. By your mother's attitude, I'm more convinced than ever that you belong in that house.
Well, you can be convinced from now until doomsday. But I want to know who my father is. And I have a right to know.
Stephen, I think she wants to help you. But there's something forcing her to shut you out. I had a feeling today that she wants you to know the truth, whatever it is. But there's something holding her back, something she's afraid of.
Good thing you're in that house now.
Sorry, we're closed for the night.
It's a matter of principle that I never chase away a prospective client.
Like they say in the movies, I saw your light.
We were just going out to dinner.
Well, it'll only take a minute.
This is my wife, Betty. Lee Weber.
Hello?
Pleasure.
Excuse me. 60 seconds. I'm timing you.
I talked to Ann Colby today at the hospital.
Why?
Well, I had to deliver Dr. Rossi's car. Thought I'd stop in and take a look at her.
Now that you've seen her?
She's all right. I can see why you took her case.
It isn't a case.
Well, whatever it is, I can see why you took it. She's the kind of girl a guy likes to protect. Play big brother to. I almost found myself doing it.
What else did you do?
Told her not to stir it up again. It happened. All that stuff at Sailor's Bluff is over. We learned to live with it. Why can't she?
What should she learn to live with?
The truth.
That she deliberately pushed your brother.
Yeah.
She might, if she's convinced it is the truth.
Excuse me. Your minute's up.
Well, thanks for letting me know, Lee.
Anytime.
Oh, Mr. Weber. How's the garage doing?
Well, that's the boss's department. I'm just a grease monkey.
Oh, I understand Mr. Peyton was there yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Looks like we're going to have to send for a couple of service manuals. Those foreign jobs are rugged when you're not used to them.
He usually doesn't let local mechanics within 10 feet of his prize.
Local mechanics usually aren't his grandson.
Sounds as if he was impressed with Rod's operation.
No, I'd say he was more impressed with Rod. You see, a guy like Rod can get away with anything. He can put a motor in a car backwards, blow it to bits, and get a pat on the back because he tried. He's got it made no matter what he does. Well, you should know the story there. You were raised together, weren't you?
Yes.
Well, good night.
You can stop the guessing now. Mr. Peyton went right from the garage to the phone and decided to change his will.
Hello, Miss Colby.
Mr. Weber?
I guess we both had the same idea, huh?
What do you mean?
Well, I told Mr. Court about that talk we had. Thought he'd like to know. Sorry you made the trip for nothing. Good night.
Preview from the continuing story of Peyton Place.
There's something else. What is it? What did you find, Doctor? Please.
Sandy, why'd you marry him?
I was afraid of him.